we're going to continue to play one of these exhibition games every year and just kind of rotate among the schools in the state. So it's great to have Clayton State come here and play. I think they get a chance to do some good things this year. Some new guys in the program. We got a couple guys banged up a little bit, but it's good for us to put on the uniforms and get out there. I thought we did some good things. Obviously, there's some things that we need to shore up. A couple of things that we've continued to do well is rebound the basketball, which is a positive for us. And we've actually, other than the free throw line, we shot the ball fairly well. So we're moving the ball a little better. There was times today where it wasn't as good as it has been, so we need to continue to work on that. But you can see, we have a lot of different guys that can do some different things that could get it going. So I was pleased. It's good to get out here and then take a day off and get back to work on Sunday.
You held them to about 25% from the field. Can you kind of talk a little bit about your impressions of the defense? Yeah,
we're getting better defensively. There was some breakdowns, usually, more so out of communication than effort. I think we're playing pretty hard defensively, and we're big and long. We got to talk more, though. In this day and age of texting and all that stuff, the actual simple communication sometimes can be the hardest thing to get these guys to do. We got to get a lot better at that. But I thought we took a step in some key areas defensively. I thought our ball screen coverage was better. We have to guard the basketball just one-on-one better, though. They missed some shots because of our length around the basket that I'm not sure if down the road the teams we're going to play are going to miss those shots. So we still got a long way to go defensively.
Coach, you rotated a lot of guys tonight. How did you balance trying to get new guys some time versus preparing for the opener next Friday?
The opener next Friday would, it was more playing, getting guys minutes. You know what I mean? I didn't want anyone playing more than 20. We had, 2 at 21 because of the foul trouble with Quentin. Marcus had to play a little more. But, and everybody between 12 and 20. And so I thought we did a pretty good job. It's hard. That's hard, though. Boy, that's hard. 12 guys, basically. So I wanted to see, different guys in different situations, different alignments. I thought our point guard play was good. I thought at times our off guard play was good. Obviously, Todrick got it going a little bit at the end of the first half. Obviously Marcus, I thought, did a lot of good things for us, and our post play was pretty good. I think you saw where AD and Ben maybe a little physically overmatched or not at the same physical strength as a DeMarco or a Charles. Those two guys got a chance to be pretty darn good players for us. So I was pleased. I was pleased with that, and like I said, the 16 turnovers is too many, and the free throw situation is not where it needs to be, and unfortunately it was a couple guys, and we got to shore that up.
You started 3 forwards tonight. Is that something we can look forward to? Is that going to adjust based on opponent, or?
I kind of see Marcus now as in his 3rd year here, more of a wing player, guard. You know what I mean? So he's a little bigger guard, but I don't think that puts us at a disadvantage. And we got really good size with that lineup right now. So those are the. With Marcus and Q, they've played the best up to this point, and that's why they've earned the start.
Do you expect to play matchups with the teams coming up with smaller or bigger lineups on that more so?
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the things that we have to be prepared for, and I think our recruiting has put us in a position where we have, versatility. With only the 2 seniors, both post players, those other guys have some versatility where we can go smaller, play 4 perimeter guys in 1 post, or go bigger, like we kind of have, and I think that flexibility will help us as the season progresses. And the guys have to understand that, you know, in this particular game, because of how we're playing or what we need to do to be successful, maybe their numbers won't be called as much. And that's in the great programs, you're able to do that, and the guys know that when their numbers are called, they better be ready. And I think we're progressing there.
You mentioned the point guard play. Travis obviously got the start tonight. It seemed like you really saw the floor well from the opening tip. He was distributing the ball. You're getting out and running a little bit more. Is that sort of the expectation for him, a more up-tempo style of play, or is that indicative?
No, I think he's best in the open court and pushing the ball. Even though he's good in the half court too, but we want to push the ball, and I think you saw us do a little bit better job of that today. That also plays into, you know, playing some more guys, because every kid says they want to run. They don't really realize how hard it is to do it on every possession. And to be a good running team, you have to do it every possession. The wings have to run 5 times to get the ball thrown to them once. It's just the way it is. But the teams that do a great job of that have guys that are relentless and do their role every single time. We're getting better at that. Travis and Josh and Corey at that position did a pretty good job of pushing that ball and throwing the ball ahead. Because obviously, you know, our thing is if someone's ahead of you that's open, you have to get him the ball, or he won't run anymore. And so it's that part of our offense. All 5 guys have to be, you know, it takes all 5 guys to perform their role for it to be successful.
Last season, Daniel was one of the better shot blockers in the country, and I guess that you have some new guys now, DeMarco and Charles and Robert Sampson. Do you think they have what it takes to kind of help replace his shot blocking ability?
No, they won't. They won't be able to do that. He was first team All Defensive, All American. So what are we going to do? We have to have more full body rotations. We have to take more charges. DeMarco Cox, Charles Mitchell, Robert Sampson, they need to take more charges instead of rotate for blocks. They need to full body rotate and put their, you know, body on the line a little bit for charges. I think we'll get better at that. Josh Heath did a tremendous job today taking 2 charges. We need to take anywhere from 3 to 5 charges a game if we're going to be defensively where we need to be at. Today, they were able to attack the rack and get to the basket too easy without having any consequences for that. You know, Daniel was a great shot blocker. What was he for us? Second all time? We ain't replacing that. We have to do it a different way, and we have to buy into that a little bit more.
Was the talking about the drives to the basket, right then, was it a case of overplaying or not rotating, or where's the?
A little bit of, you know, maybe lack of focus on the ball. That'd be a little tougher on the ball. That's one area that we've focused on. We have to get better at that. Second thing is, they can't get past that first line of help to get to the big guys. We got to do a better job of shrinking the court off the ball. You know, the easiest job on the court defensively is supposed to be guarding the ball because you only have 1 job. And then the next guy only has 2 jobs, to help cover the ball and get back to his man. The guy in the back line's got multiple jobs. The problem is, the further away you get from the ball, the more you relax. And that's kind of what happened today. Our second line of defense relaxed a little bit too much. And when you do that, you give up what we call dribble splits, and we just gave up too many of those tonight. And credit, you know, it wasn't like, you know, the guys we were guarding weren't aggressive to attack the basket. They went a little smaller, a little quicker, and we got to get better at being able to still play the way we want to play and guard the ball better.
Do you feel confident in your team's ability to out-rebound opponents this season? With the addition of Charles, you know, he did a great job in Maryland last year, and DeMarco did a really good job last season at Ole Miss.
Yep. I think we have a chance to be a very good rebounding team. The most important thing is we can't rely on just being big to rebound. We have to be much more physical than maybe we were at times today. You know, you need to hit somebody. And I think that's an area that we can always get better at. That's something you have to do every single day. That becomes part of who you are. And, you know, I look at the defensive glass. Marcus got 6 from your starting perimeter player. That's really good. Q got 4. That's pretty good. Okay. Josh Heath, 4. That's how you become a great rebounding team. We need Charles and DeMarco and Robert Sampson and AD and Ben to do what they're supposed to do on the glass. But when you're really good on the defensive glass, you have great rebounding guards.